Packers mailbag, the surprising choice for backup tackle. It's game week for the Green Bay Packers, who are gearing up to face the Cleveland Browns in their first preseason matchup on Saturday. This game is a valuable opportunity to evaluate the progress of the team's younger players, with the added excitement of seeing quarterback Jordan Love in action among the starters, which heightens expectations for the team. As we dive into this week's mailbag, let's discuss some football that's edging closer to the real deal. A major topic of concern is the depth of the offensive line, which has been a significant talking point. Veteran Andre Dillard and the developing Kadeem Telfort are currently rotating at both tackle spots, but it's likely that one of them will eventually emerge as the preferred swing tackle for the Packers. Caleb Jones, who missed the start of training camp, is now back and ready to join the competition. Initially, I considered the possibility of shifting Jordan Morgan to tackle if the need arose. However, based on recent comments from the coaching staff, it's clear they prefer to keep him focused on his role at right guard during his rookie season. Personally, I believe a more effective move would be to shift Elgton Jenkins to tackle if necessary, allowing Sean Rhyan to take over at left guard, should Rashid Walker or Zach Tom become unavailable at any point. While Jenkins struggled at right tackle in 2022, it's important to remember he was recovering from a major injury at the time. His performance at left tackle in 2021 suggests he is more than capable of handling an outside position, likely at a higher level than what we might expect from Andre Dillard. Some might argue that Dillard could improve under the guidance of head coach Matt LaFleur and offensive line coach Adam Stenavich. However, Dillard's performance for the Philadelphia Eagles over the past several years has ranged from below average to poor, even under favorable conditions. Despite being a finesse lineman, his pass-blocking grade of 47.4 last season with the Tennessee Titans raises concerns about his reliability. It's difficult to trust that he will suddenly bounce back to form. While Telfort or Jones could potentially emerge as better options, we will need to wait for the preseason games to gain a clearer understanding of their capabilities. Another area of interest is the Packers' wide receiver core, which is currently brimming with talent. This abundance is why I previously mentioned Bo Melton as a possible trade piece in a hypothetical three-team deal involving the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers, centered around Brandon Ayuk. However, that idea was more of a thought experiment than something I genuinely believe will happen. Typically, Packers general manager Brian Gutekunst makes such trades with players who are unlikely to make the final 53-man roster, in order to extract some value from them. One potential trade candidate this year could be guard Royce Newman. While Newman may not be a standout starter, his playing experience and the flashes of promise he showed early in his career could make him appealing to other teams. It's worth noting that the Packers were able to secure a late-round pick from the Jacksonville Jaguars in exchange for Cole Van Lanen, demonstrating that even players with limited roles can have trade value. At this point, the evidence suggests that the Packers are positioned to be a playoff team. While the Detroit Lions are widely regarded as the favorites to win the NFC North again, the division as a whole is shaping up to be extremely competitive, potentially one of the toughest in the league, especially with the Chicago Bears making several strong moves. The Packers have a legitimate shot at winning the division if Jordan Love continues to develop and if new defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley can elevate the defense to perform at the level their individual talent suggests they are capable of reaching. That being said, there are still some significant questions surrounding the team. Love finished the 2023 season on a high note, but it's generally wiser to base projections on a full season's worth of performance. While Love is expected to perform well, it's unlikely he'll maintain the MVP-level play he exhibited from Week 9 onward last season. Additionally, if Love were to suffer an injury, something we obviously hope doesn't happen, the backup quarterback situation is concerning, much like the depth on the offensive line. Furthermore, there's no guarantee the defense will play at an elite level. They could improve from last season and still fall short of greatness. Despite these uncertainties, I have confidence in Matt LaFleur and his coaching staff to continue developing this young roster. While some players may not progress as hoped, others will exceed expectations, and that should be enough to secure a playoff spot for the Packers.